Missing someone is a natural human emotion. But how do you make a person feel true longing when you are not around? The answer lies in psychology and the wisdom of the East. Tibetan teachings contain keys to creating connections that go deeper than simple communication. These methods are based on understanding human nature. They help build relationships in which your absence is felt and important. Today we will reveal 7 key principles of Tibetan wisdom for this special feeling. The first step is creating a deep spiritual connection. Tibetan wisdom teaches that any relationship begins with sincere connection and respect. For a person to truly miss you, you need to penetrate their inner world. How to do this? First of all, learn to listen and hear. Tibetan teachings say that every person longs to be heard. When you sincerely care about another's thoughts, dreams, and fears, it creates a deep connection. It is important not to stop at superficial communication, but to strive for deeper understanding. You need to be able to accept a person as they are. Buddhist practices often mention acceptance without judgment. This does not mean agreeing with everything, but accepting the person as they are. When a person feels genuine acceptance, they begin to trust and open up, sharing intimate moments of their life. This trust becomes the foundation of an emotional bond that endures absence. In Tibetan philosophy, there is the concept of karmic connection, mutual support of two souls, which strengthens relationships and maintains the bond even at a distance. When you are not around, a person mentally returns to shared moments. These memories become a reminder of you and evoke a warm longing and desire to meet. It is important to know how to not always be available. This is not about games or disappearing, but the opportunity to let a person feel your absence and realize the value of shared time. Tibetan practices emphasize the importance of silence, both physical and in communication. Pauses help to realize the importance of relationships and the value of each other's presence. In moments of temporary withdrawal and unspoken words, a person begins to deeply understand the significance of your presence in their life. Ancient teachings say that wisdom manifests in pauses. Sometimes it is through absence that the depth of feelings and the value of relationships are revealed. This is how we learn to appreciate moments together, understanding that true connection is not only in constant presence, but also in respecting and accepting each other's space. When you are constantly near a person, it creates a certain closeness. But when you pause, a feeling of emptiness and a slight longing for your presence arises. The effect of conscious absence does not manifest in abrupt cessation of communication, but in natural pauses when you are busy with your own affairs or practicing meditation. Such time for yourself allows you to restore energy and makes the other person think about how much they value your presence in life. Conscious pauses create a space where a person begins to appreciate your attention and care, understanding their true value and significance. The third step is to leave a veil of mystery. In Tibetan philosophy, the principle of enigma is important, as a person strives to understand the hidden and the unknown. When everything about you is known, you become predictable and lose interest. But if you maintain intrigue, a person will constantly return to thoughts about you. Tibetan lamas advise not to reveal all your thoughts and emotions at once, leaving room for questions and inner silence. This is not an artificial game, but a way to preserve respect for yourself and give a person the opportunity to strive to know you more deeply. When a person feels that there is something more behind your appearance, they begin to ask questions and seek answers, deepening their interest. The search makes them think about you again and again. In Buddhist practice, there is talk of an inner radiance that is seen only by those striving for true understanding. If you do not reveal everything at once, a person begins to ponder your depth and returns in thought to you. This creates an effect where even in your absence, they cannot stop thinking. The fourth step is the energy of memories. In Tibetan wisdom, memories are considered energy that lives in a person's soul even during physical separation. Every moment lived together leaves a trace. If these moments are filled with emotions, they become a powerful tool that evokes longing in your absence. It is important to create moments that will remain in memory for a long time. These do not have to be grand events. Sometimes a simple, sincere gesture is enough. Whether it is support in a difficult moment or joy, these memories will accompany a person. In Buddhism, there is the concept of the karma of memories. The karma of memories preserves all significant moments and returns them to consciousness during meditation or reflection. The more vivid and meaningful moments you create, the stronger the longing and yearning for you will be. A person mentally returns to the memories. Each time these moments evoke strong emotions, strengthening the bond and the desire to be close, even when you are far away. The fifth step is the feeling of uniqueness. Every person wants to feel important and unique. Tibetan philosophy teaches to help others realize their specialness and significance. When a person understands that for you they are not just one of many, but truly special, a deep emotional connection and a sense of uniqueness arise. The feeling of uniqueness creates a strong attachment that remains even in your absence. It is important to show care sincerely, not superficially. Whether it is a compliment, recognition of talents, or care in a difficult moment, all this helps a person realize their significance in your life. Excessive attention is exhausting. For a person to start missing you, you need to know how to step back and give them the opportunity to be alone with themselves. When you are not around, a person realizes the importance of the moments spent together. In Tibetan practice, this is called mindful emptiness. In a state of mindful emptiness, a person begins to understand that something is missing, and it is then that they start missing your presence. The seventh step, maintain a balance between closeness and distance. The most important thing in relationships is, in Tibetan teachings, the balance between closeness and distance is considered paramount. Being close to a person is important, but it is equally important to preserve your own individuality and space. If you are too close, a person may begin to take your presence for granted. This reduces the value of your communication and mutual understanding. When you respect a person's space and maintain your individuality, it evokes respect and the desire to be near you again. A person who understands themselves and their time begins to appreciate you as well. This creates a special magic in relationships, where people miss each other while respecting freedom. Eastern wisdom says that true relationships are built on depth and understanding of the soul, not on superficial emotions and manipulations. To make someone miss you, it is not enough to simply disappear for a while. It is important to create moments and connections that remain in the heart and mind forever. The strength of relationships lies not in the amount of time spent together, but in the quality of interactions we give each other. This is the main principle of ancient teachings. These teachings show how through conscious connection, absence, mystery, and memories, one can create strong relationships where your presence is irreplaceable. The ability to leave space for the other and for yourself is the key to relationships being strong and filled with respect and love. To evoke a feeling of longing and attachment in another person's heart, it is important to respect personal boundaries and maintain a balance between closeness and distance. No one misses those who are always available everywhere. True longing is born for those who leave a mark on the soul. The one who gives moments of sincerity and evokes true emotions has the power to be unforgettable to another person. Being unforgettable means remaining in thoughts and heart, even when you are not around. This is a special power of relationships. Now that you know these secrets, apply them consciously and with kindness, so that your relationships are built on mutual understanding and respect. What do you think about this? Share your thoughts in the comments, like, and subscribe to the channel. Don't miss new episodes about ancient wisdom in relationships. Thank you for being with us. See you in the next videos on the channel.